Yeah, so like I was saying, Land of the Vikings, the defense update. So it's the first content update for Land of the Vikings, and it's all about defenses, uh, as well as some quality of life additions. So we can see that they're introducing towers and fences into the game. Probably one of the bigger complaints with the micromanagement aspect of Land of the Vikings is actually the automated jobs. So now we're actually able to, uh, auto assign workers. So auto worker assign with this feature, you allow the game to assign the best workers for you with a single button instead of looking for workers one by one. So this is like in my previous stream, having to scroll through the buildings panel and pick out individual workers. And if a building's missing, four workers, then you're having to sit there and click, four times to fill up workers. Auto replace workers. So with this feature, an available worker is immediately assigned to replace the employee who leaves the job in any way. You cannot manually assign workers to the job when this feature is turned on. Auto ship repair. When the ship takes too much damage, they are automatically brought into an empty shipyard to be repaired. So that's a nice feature as well. Previously, if you didn't catch it in time, it would just destroy it and just vanish, and then you wouldn't know that you need to replace a fishing boat or a trading boat or your car, which is for exploration and raiding. Auto plant harvest. By using this feature, you can enable farmers to constantly plant and harvest fields. That is wonderful. So I know I spend a lot of the time going through spring, summer, and autumn, mostly focusing on my fields, making sure that as soon as they're able to plant, you plant them. As soon as they're able to harvest, you harvest them. Now with this, hopefully it'll take winter into account and not try to plant too late into the season and waste farmers' time and effort doing that, but it'll definitely be nice to see how this is handled. The tavern. There was a tavern before in the game, but it was not functional, part of looking pretty. So that's kind of disappointing since I think I did have two or three taverns in my game and had them stocked with people, so I guess they were just sitting there with their thumbs up their asses. Uh, but with this update, the tavern is now fully operational. When Vikings are unhappy, they come to the tavern, find happiness by feasting and drinking with friends. So that's good. Defense. Now other villages can attack you too. Great. So think twice before going out on a raid. What if another village comes to plunder you while your soldiers are plundering? If you cannot defend your village, you may have to give them every item you have to the enemy. So that's definitely good to know. We just sent out our first raiding boats right when I finished up the last game, so we'll definitely want to concentrate on getting some defensive buildings added and finally add some of those defensive decorations. So by installing the newly added defensive buildings, the wall and watchtowers, you can defend your village against future attacks. So the question is, I wonder if they only come in through the water or if they can come from anywhere. So that'll be quite interesting. You can get rid of the attackers coming to your village in several ways. For example, you can give them what they want to resolve things peacefully, or you can attack them and make them regret ever coming to your shores. I like the sound of that. Other miscellaneous changes. One day duration in the game is increased by 20%. So that means I guess it'll progress slower through the year. One day duration in the game is increased. Yeah, so I would think that that's going to make a year last longer. Trees will spawn 20%, 25% faster, so that'll definitely help for the situation I've been running into for the past playthrough or two, where trees have just not been growing back very fast and can't keep up with building and firewood and all the other things. Warrior training fees have increased, so that's a little bit disappointing, but maybe it'll balance it out with the new update. So that's it for this year. We'll be back for more news next year and upcoming updates. Skál. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get the game started here.